our age, our weight, the year we graduated high school, how many times we've been married. Go ahead, tell your neighbor. Go ahead. But if you don't want to do that, the other way that I found that always brings everyone together is if we just take a selfie together. So everyone squeeze together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it. You guys, I'm Michelle Anderson, and this is my 20th year with the Pampered Chef. Yep, I was 12 when I started. They used to not have those laws. I'm so excited to share our menu with you today. We're gonna have the chicken salsa lettuce wraps made in our amazing new quick cooker. And for dessert, a chocolate chip pizza cookie made in our 12-inch nonstick skillet right in the oven. Now, okay, don't forget, as we get started, don't forget about the little magic box on your phone. If you're already hooked up to the P-Chef party page, it's magic. It understands words, so you can type Q-U-I-C, and before you get to the K, Quick Cooker will come up, and you can tap it. Or it understands item numbers, and you can type that in. But here's what's important. Remember, adding it doesn't mean that you have to get it tonight. Today, you can just make a wish list. And then when it comes over to me, we can change anything you need to when you check out at the end. We have a free gift this month. With $75 order in September, you can choose from the classic, the skinny, or the mini skinny scraper. These don't melt, they don't stain, they don't pull apart. We're famous for these, and I really believe they're kitchen basics that everybody needs. I found that there's really 3 ways for you to get what you want tonight. The first is to order the things that you like, and Julie and I thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come. And I want you to relax right now, enjoy the party, and in a little bit, enjoy the food. The second is when you start seeing lots and lots of things that you want, to let me come and do a stress-free party for you and get you a shopping spree. Most of my hosts get around $200 in free products. And the third is to watch what I do, and if you see page after page of things that you love, and you're like, does she seriously go to a party a few evenings a week for her job? Yep, this is really what I do. So if you're here and you're looking maybe for a side gig, or maybe you're looking for a career gig, then take a look at our starter kits. They're on the inside back cover of the catalog. And I'm gonna be using several products that are in our largest kit, our ultimate kit today. And I just want you to know up front, I would really love to have you join my team and just try out the business. So if everybody would go ahead and turn to page 4, I am super excited to finally be able to show you our brand new cover product, the Quick Cooker. Our chicken salsa wraps is a recipe that my friend Friel created, and you're gonna love it. It's super easy and really quick, and it can be used a bunch of different ways. We're gonna make the chicken salsa into lettuce wraps tonight, but you could also serve this on top of a salad, over quinoa or rice for lunch. You could make enchiladas for a quick dinner. Who loves the nachos? Yeah. Or this winter, you could even turn it into a super fast soup. And what's really great about this recipe is we don't have to add any extra fat or oil. Salsa is our liquid and the steam does the cooking. Pressure cooking also cooks foods faster. It's a great way to keep more nutrients in your foods, and this is a recipe your family's gonna love. The first thing we're gonna do after we take the lid off, oh, and by the way, know you've taken the lid off correctly because it makes this cute little noise. We call the Quick Cooker affectionately R2D2. He talks to you. Now, after you take out the insert, I want to show you guys the chicken. See, we've got about 2 pounds of chicken right here. But the insert, isn't it pretty? It's so shiny. Pampered Chef really thought of all the details that are really important. There's a max fill line right here, and it's marked inside because with pressure cooking, you have to leave room for the steam to build up and develop. But the best part about this is it's super easy to clean up and it goes right in the dishwasher. So again, I have about 2 pounds of chicken tenders in here, and we're gonna take our carnitas rub and we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons. Yep, that looks about right. To the chicken, and we're going to toss it so the chicken gets completely coated around with our rub. Now, with our seasonings, if you have a friend or you know somebody who needs to eat gluten-free, all of our seasonings are gluten-free, they're preservative-free, and you're really not gonna find anything like them at the store. Our quick fix dinners are recipes that are meals that Pampered Chef Test Kitchen have worked on developing that are all about giving you the solutions you need. Quick meals that are super easy during your busy schedules. So we're just gonna add a couple quick things to this. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna quarter an onion with our 5-inch Santoku knife. Now this is the first product I'm gonna show you that's in that ultimate kit I mentioned. But everybody needs at least one really good professional knife. I'm pretending I'm in Food Network right now. Knife, no, really I am. In your kitchen. It's the knife that you hide from the other people that you live with so they don't ruin it. Now, lots of my hosts book a party to get the knife block, and in fact, you can do that this month in August. You can get it for 60% off, but any month you can get it for free or half price. And as I mentioned, this is in the ultimate kit. And if you're looking on the inside back cover, you can see all of our kits. And you might start seeing that a lot of the things that you want today are in one of our kits. So you maybe decide that the best way for you to get those things is just to try out the business. Now next we have the manual food processor. This is my homemade blizzard maker, my 7-ingredient salsa maker, my fruit smoothie maker, and so much more. And what I already have in here is a jalapeno that I took the seeds and the white stuff out, so it won't be so spicy. And we're gonna add our quartered onion right in here. And then we're gonna add a couple of cloves of real live garlic. Real garlic is the best thing you can do to really change your cooking for just pennies. And I used to be like, chop, chop with the garlic, chop, chop, close to my fingers, better stop. But it's just better if you're just gonna press the garlic, because we actually press it through the skin. So now the whole recipe is gonna have that really good garlic flavor instead of just a few chopped pieces. And the best part, it's never touched my fingers. So now we're gonna whir this around. Here we go. Really. I have one really good mussel. This is my food processing mussel. Okay, I don't know about you, but I cannot do that with a knife. Now we're gonna go ahead and add this into our chicken. Got that classic scraper here. And by the way, the garlic press and the manual food processor are both also in the ultimate kit. And it's the biggest kit, and it gives you everything you need to really kickstart your Pampered Chef business. When I started 20 years ago, I thought I was only gonna do this for the summer, but I am so glad that I decided to give it a try, or I would have completely missed my accidental career. It's true. So who here takes a lunch to work? Any of you guys take a lunch to work? Or maybe you pack a lunch for littles to take to school. who's the queen of the veggie tray for the parties that you go to? This is the quick slice, and this is gonna make perfect strips for dip. Can you see that? Look at that. That's crazy. It's crazy good. Or you can even flip them around and put them and make them into little squares for your omelets. Got a resistant one here. There you go. All right. This also will do strawberries, hard-boiled eggs, mushrooms. If you love a BLT or a burger, you can take this and put it right into a great big garden tomato and have perfect sliced tomato for your BLT or your burger. It'll do zucchini. It even does lunch meat for chef salads, which is one of my favorites. Now, really simple. All we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a jar of thick and chunky salsa, whatever your favorite brand is, and about 1.5 cups, and we're gonna add that in. And now our lid is gonna go back on after we put the chicken in. Would be helpful. Can you guys hear that? So cute, so cute. So a couple of tips. You always wanna make sure that your steam release icons are pointing the same way. You can ask me how I know later. So make sure your button is up and flush and that your little pin is down. That shows you that everything's ready. Then all we have to do is turn our dial until we get to chicken. There we go. And then we just press go. Now, here's what's super cool. It's doing its thing. And I'm free to go do whatever I really need to do if I'm at home. I don't have to babysit dinner. But we're going to talk a little bit about pressure cooking because I bet you guys are here and you've heard a lot about pressure cooking. And our quick cooker is gonna do really amazing things in your kitchen. It makes your food really moist. So who's made a dried out roast? Admit it, it's not just me. No more dried out roast because your food is so full of flavor. Because it cooks faster and keeps the moisture in, your flavors are really richer and they're more developed. It also lets me make foods on a weeknight that I used to only be able to make maybe on a weekend or when I had a lot of time. Who loves ribs? Yeah. So that would usually take hours and hours. But with the quick cooker, they're done in about an hour and people, listen, they fall off the bone. And if you are as blonde as you pay to be like me, it's true, or you forget to take the meat out of the freezer for dinner, don't worry. You can cook it straight from frozen. Yes, today's recipe is one that you can come home and take frozen meat right out of the freezer, throw it in here with a few ingredients, push a button, and dinner is going. It also gives you time back. And I think that is huge for most of us that are really, really busy. No babysitting dinner on the stove or in the oven. It gives you time to help kids with homework, do laundry, the things you need to get done and have more of your evening. And I don't know about you, but I think that's priceless. It is also not just about dinner. It has 16 settings and it lets you cook so many different things like beans and fish, grains, proof bread, and you guys, hello, chocolate pudding, even dessert. So yummy. Now, I have found something to be in common when I go from show to show. If you're here tonight and your budget is bleeding because of lunches you're eating out, and dinners that you grab at 5:30 because nothing was happening in the kitchen at home, and you find yourself again walking out of the Applebee's after another $50 or $60 meal, and you look at each other and you're like, we've got to stop doing this. I want you to know that you could be eating a power bill in cheese sticks, doing that once a week, or a car payment in wings, if you're doing it a couple times a week. You guys, the quick cooker is only about 4 or 5 of those dinners that you don't go out to, and instead you make something delicious and easy at home.